This body cam style confrontation starts with what seems like a simple question about police presence at a protest, but within seconds emotions explode. An auditor challenges officers over crowd management, an officer fires back, accusations of assault begin flying, and the encounter quickly spirals into a heated public dispute captured entirely on camera. Throughout this footage, you'll see questions about police professionalism, public accountability, and how quickly communication can break down when tempers take over. Stay until the end. Because after the confrontation reaches its peak, another officer steps in with a very different approach that completely changes the tone of the interaction.
Where's the police presence here? I'm going to call him out on it now. That's what I do. Where's the police presence?
Listen, I ain't got time for this.
Don't speak to me like that.
Come speak to me, yeah? Right. You've been causing some issues.
No, he ain't.
He hasn't.
I've talked to him.
Okay, Oi, calm yourself down. Calm your attitude down. Speak to public respect.
Listen, go away.
I'm telling you to calm down.
Go away.
Yeah, I'm DP audit. Respect. I'm carrying on all I want. Speak to the public respect and integrity like you're meant to. Yeah? Attitude.
Are you happy to do
Okay. Yes.
Right.
Control, we're going
Are you
to
happy
need
to
it, please, in a
do
position to head
Yes,
towards Cathedral Lane.
Right, so we've got CCTV being monitored on you.
Yeah.
You're sticking things up your swearing.
Yeah,
Okay,
because they was taking them up at me. I thought was walking past.
It's both ways. Where's your presence as police officers? Why is there no police here?
Go and speak to the inspector.
You call through now and tell him to send police
No,
out.
you don't tell me what to do, pal.
Oh, shut your attitude up as well,
Right,
you.
go
Wind
away.
your neck in.
Wind
Wind your neck in, yes.
Wind my neck in.
Yeah,
Step
you're
away
the
from me,
police
please.
officer.
The tension rises dramatically here. The individual immediately claims he has been assaulted and begins announcing that legal action will follow, while also reminding everyone that the incident is being recorded. This is often a turning point in public confrontations. Once someone believes force has been used unlawfully, the focus shifts from the original issue to accountability. At the same time, officers are trained to use only reasonable and proportionate force when necessary, but determining whether that standard was met usually requires reviewing the full body cam footage, CCTV, witness statements, and departmental reports, not just the immediate emotions of the moment. What do you think based on what you've seen so far? Did this situation escalate because of the officer's response, the protesters' persistence, or a combination of both?
See that? What the fuck? That's a claim and a half. You're getting a claim against you. You little prick. You're losing your job, you little...
Yeah, you think so?
See that, guys?
That's assault.
Witnesses, yeah?
You do nothing wrong.
You assaulted me.
Right.
On camera.
Otherwise I'll spray you.
Whoa.
Yo, he's off his head. He can't be a copper.
Whoa.
That's oh, look at that. Look at that. Wind your neck and look how bad he is.
Go away.
Nah, I'm in public. Shut your mouth and your attitude up. You're a public of the servant, a servant of the public.
Okay.
There's no, you're breaching the peace.
You ain't spraying him.
Okay.
You ain't spraying him. And I'm doing nothing wrong.
No, you're not. You speak to them like shit. That's what you're doing. You don't get to speak to public like that. You don't get to speak to people like you're speaking to him. That's not how your role works. You're a police officer of the law, serving the crowd and serving the people. Respect and integrity. Remember your oath and your college of peace in training. You're absolute disgrace. The way you push me over now, you're getting a claim against you. You're getting sued.
Right.
You should lose your job for that as well.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see, won't we? And you're going to be all over the internet. Do you know how many people are going to see you? You're live now.
Good for you.
Welcome to YouTube, you dickhead. How about that?
Okay, swear at me once and I'll lock you up.
Higher threshold. Is there any complainants? Is there any complainants for my swearing? Any complainants?
No.
Oh, obviously from you, yeah.
Yeah, well, we've heard you as well, and I've got images of your guys kicking ours.
They were stomping on them there.
Come on then. Look, see what I mean? Look.
See what I mean?
Look. Where's the images? Take the images. You know what, mate?
Yo, the cop needs to arrest him, man. Your officers need to arrest you.
Okay.
You assaulted me. You need to arrest your fellow officer. Section 26, he just pushed me on the ground, threatened me with powerful for telling him to rax himself. Now, arrest your officer now. You're online on YouTube, you're going on YouTube, you don't do your jobs correctly, you're going to look like idiots. Now, he's assaulted, assaulted me, mate.
We need to work out what's gone on.
He's pushed me, he's put to me like that because he was speaking to him like club and I told him to speak to members of the public respect like you're meant to and professionally, and that is the worst example. He needs to be fired, he's getting sued.
This is one of the most emotionally charged moments in the encounter, The auditor repeatedly demands that officers arrest their own colleague, while the responding officers instead explain that a formal complaint process is available. In real policing, officers generally don't arrest a colleague solely because someone requests it. They first have to establish reasonable grounds based on evidence, statements, available footage, and legal standards. That's why complaints involving alleged misconduct are typically documented, investigated, and reviewed through internal and independent oversight procedures. Notice how emotions are now driving nearly every sentence from both sides, making calm communication increasingly difficult. If you were the responding officer arriving in the middle of this confrontation, how would you try to de-escalate both parties?
We're putting a claim against him. That was outrageous. Arrest him. Arrest him. Do your job that the College of Policing tells you to arrest him.
You need to relax. You need to calm down.
You need to arrest him.
You hear you need to talk to me. Tell me what's going on. What's obviously dealing with
He was talking to him, and the way he was speaking to him was disgusting. The way you do not speak to members of the public like that. The way he was disgusting. Everything about him was disgusting. He's going to get, do you know how many views he's going to do online now? He'll go viral with the way that was. That was one of the worst situations I've ever seen. I've done this for a year now. You need to arrest him.
Okay, well, we're not going to arrest him. But
you're not going to arrest your colleague when he's just broke the law and assaulted a member of the public.
But you're entitled to make
What does your College of Policing teach you at the beginning? When you call your officers? No, you listen to me. He has assaulted me and broke the law.
I'm listening to you. You're entitled to make a complaint online.
You're getting sued, mate.
Okay.
If any of the officials that
Look at him, look
Number
at him.
one lesson, don't come in my personal space.
Look at him.
Okay.
those there.
Right, identify yourself.
7459.
Name, station.
Okay, don't need to give money.
Yes, you do.
No.
3 forms. You've used your powers against me. 3 forms of identification.
Don't point at me.
I'll point all I want. No.
Yeah.
3 forms of identification. You're going to push me again, are you?
If you can put in my space, yes.
Oh, you're in my space now. What would happen if I
Well,
pushed
what I'm
you?
doing, well, you can try.
Oh, see what I mean?
Yeah.
See this, people?
Yeah.
You're welcome to YouTube.
Have a good day.
What's name and fucking station
Have a
as
good
well?
day, sir.
Name and station. I don't know. On his name and station, he's got to give 3 forms of identification. Where's your police presence when there's a versus protest today? You're disgusting, shameful. Look at the state of yours. Why isn't there anyone there protecting this protest? That kicked off earlier. I don't give a damn if I'm shouting. I'm a member of the public who's annoyed, been pushed like him. So you got no police here for a protest and a counter-protest.
Watch how quickly this interaction shifts from discussing police conduct to debating potential criminal offenses. The conversation turns toward whether offensive language alone could justify an arrest, while both sides continue challenging each other's understanding of the law. In many jurisdictions, context matters significantly when determining whether public disorder offenses have actually occurred. Officers often have to consider intent, surrounding circumstances, public impact, and proportionality before taking enforcement action. Meanwhile, every sarcastic comment, insult, and raised voice is making productive communication even harder. This is a perfect example of how confrontations can snowball once respect breaks down on both sides, regardless of how the disagreement originally started.
Have a good day. You ain't going to have a good day when it follows through on you. Welcome to YouTube as well.
Thank you.
Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at the state of him.
Really?
Yeah, the state here.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Absolute
Cheers.
prick.
Thank you. Swear at me again, I'll lock you up.
Because you can't use a higher threshold. You can't lock me up for that.
Really?
Yeah, section 5.
Really? You think so? That's it, you can walk him back.
See, he was going to arrest me, guys. Will, sort him out, man. He's horrible, mate.
Right, how's it going?
Him, he pushed me over there. His attitude stinks. He's threatening to arrest me, power spray me. The opposite of you. He needs to be sacked. He needs to be arrested. He should be arrested by fellow officers under your College of Policing to protect members of the public. He should be arrested for that. You should have arrested him.
Well, as you know,
you should have arrested him. Wait till you see the footage.
We can't arrest anyone, as you know. As a piece
You
of
can't. No, they should have arrested him.
So what you can do, if you want to make a complaint.
Well, I've never experienced anything like him.
Well, I haven't seen
ever, mate.
Hear what you said.
Ever. You know I'm sound with you when you say sound.
So you know what
I've never experienced that.
Say one thing.
He is a dangerous police officer. He should not be in the police. You should not be in the police. You are a dangerous police officer. You are a dangerous police officer. You should not be in a front-facing role. You should not be going out the public. You are disgusting. You are a shame.
Stand back.
Shameful. Shameful. You should not be a front-facing officer to the public. You are a danger to the public, my friend. You're the reason people like me exist, because of people like you.
Where's our security for this then?
Yeah, no one here. No security for a protest, is there?
So what's
For the
happening?
British people.
So basically, it's been kicking off here. There's a protest and a counter-protest. There's no police presence here. I'm sorry, Will, but he's a disgraceful for that. Kicked off earlier, proper fight happened, not a copper inside. Him. He started saying to some guy, because you were swearing at the crowd, we're going to arrest you. And the way he was speaking to him, how was he speaking to you?
It's corrupt, horrible. Yeah, horrible. It's horrible. Yeah.
How did he push me? Tell him.
Yeah,
Weren't that not full on assault?
Fucking right.
He should be arrested as a police officer. I'm getting him done for section 26. I ain't putting a claim on, we're going all the way through.
Come here. Come on, we've spoken well in the past, haven't we? Okay, take a breath, mate.
Here's where the atmosphere noticeably changes. Instead of matching the heightened emotions, this officer slows the conversation down, encourages the individual to breathe, listens to the complaint, and explains how concerns can be formally addressed. This is a classic de-escalation technique taught in many law enforcement settings. Lower your own tone, acknowledge the person's emotions, avoid unnecessary confrontation, and redirect them toward lawful procedures. Whether or not viewers agree with everything being said, the communication style here is very different from what we saw earlier. It's also a reminder that different officers can handle the exact same situation in very different ways. Do you think this calmer approach should have been used from the very beginning?
Take a breath. Okay, so from a...
I'm going to go off the live, guys, sorry.
Yeah. Well, listen to me, we've always got on really well, haven't we? Okay? So for support for the protests, okay, we're doing it from a distance. Just, we don't want to infuriate people.
It's already infuriating.
Okay, I know what's happened. But we just want you to calm down and make sure you're okay, yeah?
I'm not okay with that, no.
Okay,
I've just been assaulted by one of your officers.
Take a deep breath, okay? I don't want you to get upset.
I am upset. He's just assaulted me, mate.
I know that. I know.
Like, he's committed a crime. A police officer has just committed a crime, yeah, on one of your citizens, and you did nothing. You wouldn't arrest him. You're a disgrace. He's just committed a crime. He should not be in a front-facing role. That was the worst. Oh, shut your mouth. Oh, shut up.
Hang on. Just lower your voice so I can...
That was the worst. I'm an auditor, right? I filmed the police. That is the worst experience I've seen.
Yeah, can I just reply to you?
Ever.
Yeah, can I just reply to you? Right. You know that as well as me, this place is covered in cameras. Okay? So, ergo, if you have a complaint, and you're an auditor, you probably feel...
I've got it on film, yeah, I will.
Mr. What can I call you?
Just call me DP.
DP.
Or Paul, call me Paul.
So, if you want to make a complaint, which is really alright, whatever happened will be covered in cameras, won't it?
Yeah, he cannot be in a role as a police officer, I'm sorry.
What I would suggest...
I'm not having a go at you, that was outrageous.
What I would suggest is, after an incident like that, our adrenaline is high, which can lead to action...
Nah, when you see the footage, there's no excuse for his behaviour then. Initially.
Whatever's happened is happened. But just try and bring...
Nothing's going to get done about it.
Hang on, no.
Nothing's going to get done about it.
So whatever's happened, you would try and just get your adrenaline down, carry on with what you're doing, auditing, whatever, seeing what's going on, videoing.
Yeah.
And then...
Where's the police presence,
when your adrenaline is high, you can react to things that you won't normally react to.
To be honest with that copper then, the reason I snapped at him, because the way he was talking to this fella here was the most, honestly, you know what I'm like, Will. If you sound, I'm sound with you. This was the most outrageous thing I've seen from a police officer in probably my life, Will. And I've been beaten up by you and everything. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Shameful, and I hope he's reprimanded when you get back to the station. I hope you tell him that he's wrong in what he's doing, and do what your college of police tells you to call your fellow officers out. That's the professionalism you need to do, because of these sort of things, them coppers is ruining your relations with the public. So you need to tell them, and I hope you do, Will, because that was fucking disgusting, mate. Fucking outrageous. Listen to my voice because of that. We shouldn't have police like that on the street. People like him will harm people with your powers you have. The responsibility you hold with the powers you have, and that person like that running around like that.
Come on. Fuck on.
This is exactly why I do what I do, because of people like him.
Yeah.
I'm not here to harm you, so I don't hate the police. There's good police out there. This one's wonderful.
Yeah.
Perfectly good example. That is the polar of you.
Yeah, and we've got it all on the court as well. It's on every social media. Every social media.
I'm going to start. This will be going a lot further, Will, I'm telling you now. He needs to be out of that role.
You got any water or anything?
He was telling me he was going to spray me and everything. He's always just arrested me then. He can't arrest for swearing.
Like my colleague just said, because it's well cameras.
Your adrenaline's low. Have a drink, alright? Some sugar in it.
Right, you're right.
Go with your mate.
That was wrong what he did. That was wrong what he did. He never even lifted a hand or nothing.
Because it's well.
Now the conversation moves beyond the personal confrontation and into a broader public safety discussion. The auditor argues there should have been a stronger police presence before tensions escalated between protesters and counter-protesters, while the officer explains that sometimes a visible police presence can actually increase tensions depending on the circumstances. This is a real operational challenge that law enforcement agencies face worldwide. Commanders constantly balance visibility, resource deployment, intelligence reports, and the possibility that heavy policing could either deter violence or unintentionally inflame it. There's rarely a perfect answer. Looking at this footage, do you think more officers on the ground earlier would have prevented the confrontation, or could it have made the situation even more volatile?
That's wrong.
You've got him pushing me on camera.
Why don't you hand in your badge and quit?
No, she's good. We need police. There's good police. It's not all bad.
But what we're trying to do is say, no, I would never hand him.
For Mal. Just been assaulted by a copper, man. He pushed me there, man. Okay, now.
You alright then?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Sorry to say, you're sorry to say, what happened?
Coppers, man, kicking off. He was speaking to him like shit, so I was calling him out. Big coppers. Never seen a copper like this in my life. Like, I filmed the police in it. This is the worst copper I've come across in my life. Like, just.
Where's the post office here?
You have to go to West Orchard, so look.
The place where you worked before?
Yeah, upstairs in the W.H. Smith.
Next?
Yeah, W.H. Smith.
How's Arsenal, man? What the fuck
I know.
You don't call me, man. Call me.
I'll call you later.
You are brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, no, nothing against you people, man. You know I'm fair with police, man. I'm not an arse. If you're an arsehole, I'll be an arsehole, but that was something. That was something I've never seen.
Paul, let me finish. But my colleague saying that you're protected by the cameras. Yeah, let's do it the right way. Okay, we're not here to like put loads of officers in here because that unsettles people, doesn't it?
But when you weren't here earlier, mate, a fight kicked off there. I had to get involved and try and break the fight up.
We've responded to it.
But the response is too late. It's a protest and a counter-protest. The Brits are getting frustrated. These lot pushed them. You need to be here, mate. You don't need to look from a distance. You need mad boots on the ground here. No, I cover the protest. Okay. I'm telling you what you need to do. You need to have officers here. They should be there. Why you're not there is beyond me. You have to be there, Will. You know you need to be there.
So what happens sometimes when people are in uniform, it can actually be more antagonistic, and it's a really fine line. I'm not saying
the lines are crossed now with this right versus left thing now. Yeah. So when this is the first countering cop, you don't know how this is going to react. We don't have the counters here.
So
it's
as
important.
Soon as the camera room said that something was happening, obviously because I've got contact with them, that's when we passed it through for officers to come and attend to see what's going on.
It could have already been too late by then though, Will, the way it kicked off.
I understand that, and I do.
Like they were stamping on the geezer there, everyone was fighting each other, it turned into almost a brawl. Lucky it didn't carry on being more of a brawl, and usually would have been too late.
Yeah.
This is my point. The tensions are rising, my God, guys.
I understand that.
Really, I've got comment sections, I know it, I'm online a lot, I get to see the tension. The tension is really rising from both sides. Yeah, it's important to have a police presence at these protests, yeah. Today, I feel like on your points, it's a mistake not having people here. When that happened, it goes, where the fuck are the police? We need you here. You need to be here.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Yes, it can. But I think it's gone past the point where the antagonising's already there and it's naturally going to happen. And having no police there is probably a detriment today to this, in my opinion.
And we can feed that back.
Feed it back.
Decision we make.
But tell them they need to have a these left. If there's a protest and a counter protest, you need to be present.
Yeah, that's
you have to be present because the tension between the two groups is getting really, really heavy.
Okay.
That's my opinion, and from what I'm seeing, I'm like having all the comment sections that I have. I see both sides. I'm online. I'm ghosting lives on TikTok on the left side. I'm ghosting lives on the right side. The tensions are massively rising. These things will kick off. When they're versus.
You've not been injured though, Paul?
No. He was a big guy.
One of the most interesting parts of this footage happens here. Even though the auditor remains convinced misconduct occurred, the conversation becomes much more constructive. The officer doesn't immediately dismiss the allegations, but explains that his personal experience with the accused colleague has been different, while also acknowledging that the available footage should ultimately speak for itself. This is an important reminder that investigations shouldn't rely solely on assumptions, reputations, or first impressions. Good accountability requires reviewing evidence objectively, hearing every perspective, and allowing the investigative process to determine what actually happened. Sometimes video confirms allegations, and sometimes it provides additional context that wasn't obvious in the heat of the moment.
So, right back.
What I'm going to say right? And you might not believe me. I've known him a long time, and he's actually a really good guy.
No,
So
he's not.
In my
In your
experience, I'm just
opinion.
saying, in my experience, when I've worked with him, I wasn't here. And I'm not going to say you're a liar. I wouldn't do that. I'm just trying to say, in my experience, that sounds out of character for him. And I've always been pretty straight with
This was honestly this was the worst attitude I've seen from a police
I'm
officer
really
in my
surprised.
entire life.
Really sur-
and I grew up
And
ghetto
Yeah.
and in a
And
shithole.
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I'm surprised. And that's
Well,
me being
yeah.
really straight.
You'll
with you.
still
But
see
I'm
the footage
surprised.
anyway, and you're
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
in shock. Yeah, and you know what I'm like? I was telling him at first he kind of relaxed a little bit, and then I think his ego took back over, and then he had to start.
It's really surprising. As long as you're all right.
No, I'm all right.
That's the most important thing.
Tell him all KHNK solicitors will be in contact with him soon.
I didn't hear.
Tell him the solicitors will be in contact with him soon, man. Oh, and I will go to the ISP, all that, right? Go through them methods. I want him removed as his role as a police officer. After that today, he should not be a police officer. I know he's your friend, Will, but I'm sorry, he shouldn't. It's dangerous. Can't be having danger like that. Fucking joke.
This incident highlights just how quickly interactions between police officers and members of the public can escalate when communication breaks down. We witnessed allegations of unnecessary force, heated exchanges, questions about protest policing, and two very different approaches to handling conflict. While emotions ran high throughout the encounter, the ultimate conclusions about officer conduct depend on evidence. Official investigations, body cam recordings, CCTV footage, and applicable law, not simply the claims made during the confrontation. Encounters like these continue to fuel important conversations about professionalism, accountability, public trust, and effective de-escalation.